'Twas the night before Christmas, and during this time, not a creature was moving. Well, except for Frontline. Through his last-minute shopping, he scurried through the night, hoping that Christmas morning the castaways would have great delight. But getting gifts for 12 people is a large burden to bear, a burden so large and deserves lots of care. So for the next couple days, Frontline scoured the realm for the perfect gifts to all that would not underwhelm. These days you will see unfold right before you in this special Eve episode in its first full debut. But without further ado, let us start this episode right. Merry Christmas to all, though my schedule's so tight. Welcome my allies from all around, this is Frontline, and welcome to another episode on Craftaway. And in this episode, you may be wondering why I am at the shopping district. And to be fair, I also do not know. I mean, what's this? What's this? There's shopping everywhere. What's this? It's raining in the air, although it's not anymore. And that was a terrible joke, but I'm going to keep in the video anyway. And the real reason that we actually are here is because we are going to be doing a little bit of shopping. Now, first of all, I got to figure out which direction I am heading in, because I need to get to, not that one. I actually don't know what's being sold in that one. I've been so busy with my winter projects, I haven't been able to really watch very many of the other people's videos. And I will do that eventually. Don't worry, I have a giant watch later list of like over 100 videos I need to get to. But for now, let's just, I found it. I found the shulker box shop. I was going to like go ahead and fly around to be able to see it better, but I think that we can just go ahead and fly to the shop instead. So here we are. You may know that I am going to be getting lots of different gifts for the castaways and stuff, and I'm thinking that what would be better than actually having just chests and trap chests is that part of their gift is a shulker box, and it's a terrible idea because this is going to be so expensive. I mean, you don't realize just how many members I have to be able to get gifts for. And it's going to be, I think, like 13, if not 12. I'm not exactly sure because at the moment there are 12 active castaways who have put out episodes recently. And then there are some who are kind of inactive but say that they will be active here soon. So let's go ahead and do this. Like if there wasn't the price change of 5 diamonds, I wouldn't be able to do this. But because of that, I can be able to go ahead and figure out how in the world I'm going to swap these over. So we have that, this. I'm probably going to have to put one of these on the ground so that I can actually go ahead and be able to keep doing this. I don't think I have enough diamonds for all of the ones that I need to buy, but I have enough diamonds when combined with gunpowder to be able to do the deed. So here we go, another set here. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not like stealing any from the shop. Let's just go ahead and throw that one on the ground here for a second. Then we can go ahead and do a little bit more. Let's also like just scatter these a little bit more so that like looks more like a KF. So how many do we have? We have, okay, I'm just going to do this off camera, how about? Because I'm starting to realize that this is going to take me a little bit of brain power to get all working. But I will buy everyone a shulker box, hopefully, we'll see. And then I'll be able to stack it up with gifts. And I won't show you what's going to be in the gifts. I'm going to give little sneak previews, but you're going to have to watch their episodes when they unbox their gifts for you to see all that. And we'll see when that happens. It's probably not going to be on Christmas, because right now is Christmas Eve. But we'll see when people actually decide to do that. And I'll catch back up in that clip once I start being able to gather up those kinds of things. Okay, so on a side note here, apparently 13 shulker boxes actually did completely buy out the shop, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I ended up keeping 1 stack of gunpowder and 6 diamonds from the end of that encounter. So I'm very not I don't have very much money at the moment. I also realized I placed down my ender chest when there was literally one right here. But Just ignore that and ignore the fact that I'm literally almost bankrupt. But it's all for the spirit of Christmas, right? We'll be able to get gifts for all kinds of people. And hopefully that will be a good investment that we'll be able to continue to be able to get other gifts to fill those shulker boxes later on in the episode. Okay, so in a previous episode, I said that if all these were renamed Potion of Stakes, I would buy the whole lot. I realize now I actually don't have enough money to buy the whole lot, but I can buy a whole lot, if you know what I'm saying. So I have 6, which means I'd be able to go ahead and take basically 2 rows of the stuff, because you can see here, this is 6, this is 6, this is 6, so that means that every 2 rows is 3 diamonds, meaning to buy the whole lot, I would need 9 diamonds, and I only have 6. So I'm going to have to gather up 3 extra diamonds somewhere else. I think I have some diamond ore at my base now that I think about it. So believe me, I will pay my fair share. I think I actually might be able to in this episode, but I might not actually show it on camera because there's a lot to do in this episode, and I might just not have time to come back here later on and show you guys that yes, in fact, I did do that. So yeah, I'll buy all the ones that I can for now at least, and I'll catch you back up a little bit later. So anyway, at the moment, I am on a ghast hunt. I am trying to be able to get stuff for what I am calling a starter pack shulker box, in which I give some of the newer Castaway members, or some of the ones that may not be quite new, but just haven't made much progress on the realm, to be able to, man, that was a really close call, to be able to have a little bit of stuff to get them jump started. I'm not going to reveal what the ghast tears are for. There's obviously multiple purposes for them in the game, and you can probably assume which one I'm trying to use. But yeah, I'm trying to get lots of those. I'm just going out into the open nether, trying to get them with my looting sword, which is a lot harder said, or a lot easier said than done. And it's just being able to get them with that allows me to get ghast tears pretty much every time, I think. I have no idea where this guy dropped his stuff. Maybe he didn't drop anything. But nonetheless, I'm just going to keep on doing this. I'm already almost at my quota, I think, to be able to have enough. But yeah, I'll catch it back up once I'm gathering a little bit more resources to be able to use for all these kinds of Christmas presents. Alright, I'm not going to exactly give away what's going to be in Klautos' box to its fullest extent, but it's going to be pretty much filled to the brim with the blood of your enemies, which was kind of a fun idea when it came down to it. I believe that this will be something that he likes. But we'll kind of see how it ends up working. It's going to take a lot of XP levels. That's why I'm here at the Blaze Farm. Also to repair my shovel. Like if you look at my shovel and stuff, like, well, it doesn't look like it now, but it was nearly broken before I came down here. So I've been just keeping on killing some blazes and being able to repair all my stuff together and maybe gain a little bit of levels, enchant some stuff, and all kinds of different things here. You can see that Klautos' box is red, kind of like my redstone box. I'm trying not to mix them up by having them having them blocks apart, making sure that I know that my redstone box is on the left, Klautos is on the right, and then I'll be able to just fill it up with all kinds of cool goodies that you'll have to see the full extent to what's in there in Klautos' video. I'm down in the Drowned Farm near Spawn Town. You guys may recognize this place or may not. This place was built by Boybait, a place that you're able to go and get XP and do all kinds of stuff. And there's also villagers here to trade with. Right here is a mending villager that also actually has other good trades with him. I think he also has like Silk Touch and Fortune, so he's like basically like a super villager, and they're all pretty cheap. But the mending is the thing I'm after today. I've already gotten quite a few. I think I have 7 at the moment. Yes, I do, if I'm counting that correctly. All I need is basically 3 more, and I need emeralds for that. I actually didn't realize how little emeralds I have. And I also didn't realize this guy actually could sell mending books. Like, I thought that he was all locked out of those. So I actually went over to Bully's base and found a mending villager there. He was like offering like 30 something for a mending book, and that just seems like a ripoff in comparison to this one that's selling them for 12. So I'm going to do this one until I can't anymore, which I'm likely able to get the rest of my books from him unless he locks out before I am able to trade 3 with him. So we'll kind of see how that ends up working. I was like trying to trade with this cleric here to hopefully get some stuff. I don't know if like I actually will net out negative or positive if I end up going ahead and do these trades. I think redstone is what got him before, so maybe if I do lapis this time, maybe he'll turn green. Nope, he's not turning green for that one. And I'm gonna have to like experiment here. I can't experiment too much, I don't have any emeralds, but yeah, it's like I kind of want to be able to make some kind of a profit off of this thing. Are you actually going to tell me that like you're wanting to do the thing here? Maybe not. I'm probably just wasting a bunch of emeralds to make him. Oh yes, I'm able to get lots of rotten flesh from that, or get lots of emeralds from this guy now. But anyway, I'm going to cut ahead in the video now. Now that I've actually been able to get a slightly sustainable source of emeralds. It's not that sustainable, but you know, it's something. So I'm going to get those mending books. If you're wondering how I got so many mending books, because obviously that's going to be something that happens. Ooh, look, he even like got more excited, so that means I can trade more with him. So if you ever wonder why I got like so many mending books, that's how. It's not that hard to get them. It's just not that easy. So I'll cut back ahead once that's all done. Oh boy, it took a lot of resource gathering, but I think that I have it all done now. This is 12 shulker boxes filled to the brim with all kinds of specialized items, some of them being starter packs. I think that these two, I'm not going to point them out right now, but there's a couple here that are like the starter pack stuff that isn't like quite personalized to a specific person, but is more like a kind of gift that I am able to get people just because they're starting off on the realm and all that kind of stuff. So let's actually go through the list here, because obviously these are colors that may not be completely obvious as to who they are. So anyway, these are also in alphabetical order too, so it's not in really any particular order other than that. So here is Boybait Cyan. I think that his channel kind of has like a good cyan vibe to it, so that's the reason why I chose that. Dom Light Blue, mostly because I think his blue is slightly lighter than Racecrafter's down here, which I know I'm going a little bit out of order because of that, but that's kind of the reason. Both of them are blue, but this one is going to be a light blue. Over here is Foxxie Monoxide Green. I think the reason I went for that was because her channel art was like lots of lush greenery and kinds of stuff, so I just kind of wanted to go with that kind of a thing. Over here is Klautos, which is self-explanatory that it's red. I think I mentioned that earlier in the episode, kind of blood red, you know. KunipshunFit is orange because fire is orange, or at least the majority of fire is orange. Like, obviously there's a lot of blue fire and like other kinds of colors, but this is the color we most associate it with it if we don't associate red. Over here is Mystic Lightning Box, so you may recognize the name as Gamer Queen. She says she's going to be coming back on the realm. We'll see if that's the case or not, but nonetheless, I'm still going to give her a gift in the form of the shulker box. Here is Paisley, which is white. His channel logo and art has a primary feel of white to it. I thought that that was a good thing to be having. Over here is Racecrafter, very much blue, very, very blue channel, and that's just kind of the reason for that. Over here is Shadowcell, and Shadowcell, of course, is an Enderman, and Endermen are black, so that's the reason why it's here. Very much specialized towards the whole Enderman vibe if you end up watching his episode where he may unbox this, so keep an eye out for that one. Over here is Sunfire. It would have been white if we were going for accuracy, but we're going for how it looks on Earth, so this is actually a yellow sun for Sunfire. There's going to be some specialized stuff in that that you'll have to check out his episode for about that. Over here is Sweeney Dunstan, lime, because I think that lime, or I think it's like neon green is the actual color that's like officially that's kind of what he uses for like his actual logo, like the S and various kinds of text that he has in his thumbnails. That's just kind of something that I thought would end up being good. And Right Escape is gray. It's kind of like a neutral color, very nice for new beginnings on the realm. Hopefully he'll be able to do some cool stuff once he finishes. Well, honestly, the Hobbit hole that he is working on probably will be cool, so hopefully he'll be able to do lots of cool stuff other than just that. But that's pretty much the lineup. We've got lots, and you may notice that, well, actually, two things. First of all, we bought 13 shulker boxes. We actually have an extra over here, which, by the way, I did buy all of the potions of stake, if you were wondering. Over here is a shulker box full of them, and it's just normal shulker box. I may or may not make a Frontline miscellaneous box out of this one, because I already have 2 Frontline miscellaneous boxes. I could fill it with rockets, I could fill it with like different types of concrete. I don't know. I'll have to figure out what in the world I'm going to use with it, because I'm not going to return it. I know I got too many. I miscounted and I thought that I needed to get gifts for 13 people, but nope, it's 12. And 12 is actually kind of nice. It's the 12 days of Christmas, you know? But nonetheless, that's that. I actually still need to write the books and quills inside of all these, because all of these have books and quills. So I'm able to personalize the messages inside, even if the items I actually give people aren't quite personalized. Like, I know that Dom's is a like starter pack. I know that I made Foxxie Monoxide a starter pack, as well as Mystic, Sweeney Dunstan, and Right Escape. All of them have cool specialized stuff for that whole entire purpose. But yeah, you'll have to make sure to watch episodes to see what I write in the books, what I do with all that stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you back up over at the Christmas district, where we're going to put all the stuff under the tree. So anyway, we are over here at the Christmas tree, which doesn't look too Christmassy, but don't worry, we will fix that by the end of this episode, or hopefully we will. And over here, I'm going to be able to load up all like the different gifts and stuff. We seem to have a lot that we need to end up actually placing down here. I'm probably not going to do them in a particular order, otherwise this will take forever. So I'm going to have to place these down, be able to create signs and stuff. But kind of as I do this, I want to mention one thing, and that's that in the previous clip, I realized that I said that you may have noticed like multiple things strange about like the video and other kinds of things like that. And I only mentioned one thing that was like something you may have noticed. And I'm going to fix that and say that there's actually a second that, well, we're in a different texture pack, and it's not like a different texture pack as in like I went to the store and like got a new one. It's actually, well, technically that's what happened, but this is actually like the Minecraft like new textures. So this is what the game is going to eventually look like. So it's like the beta pack, and I like it. I'm probably going to play with it for the rest of the time until the actual thing gets released here. So if you ever wonder why everything might look a little bit different, that's going to be why. I'm just going to go ahead and have it be like that for a while here. So anyway, now we can get the rest of the shulker boxes under the tree. I did notice that it's like Foxxie Monoxide did put like some of her gifts like not under the tree, and that's fine, because obviously under the tree is going to probably be pretty full here, just judging by the fact that I have so many boxes aligned like this. So I'm going to be able to fill these in, put signs onto them, and then we'll decorate the tree here to finish off the episode. It's definitely not perfect, and it's definitely not a professionally done job, but it's done with lots of love and lots of heart, and that's all that really matters this holiday season, right? Well, with that introduction, let's actually reveal what the tree looks like. Bam! It looks pretty good, honestly. I think that probably a little bit more could have gone into the star at the top, but it's kind of hard to actually make a star shape in Minecraft, believe it or not. It kind of looks like a person. I kind of like that a little bit too, but nonetheless, it ended up being fine. I like the iron bars being used as kind of like a tinsel in some ways. I wish it like attached to the leaves, and I know that that would like ruin some builds in like trying to have it attached to the leaves, but nonetheless, it's fine. It's kind of nice that it just kind of floats there and is good, and it also looks good at night with like the glowstone all over the tree. Originally it wasn't lit up, but at night it definitely looks pretty cool with all the lights going about and the nice little star at the top. So that's kind of that. I still haven't actually written all of the like notes inside of the different shulker boxes yet. Hopefully that'll be done by the time that the episode is released, but it's Christmas Eve when this episode is released, which is tomorrow. And anyone who opens up the package before Christmas, well, maybe they don't need a note, you know? So, we'll see. I think they'll be fine if you do maybe, like, sneak a little peek before Christmas. I mean, almost everyone does that anyway. But obviously, like, I need a little bit more time to make this all crafted. This episode, it wasn't necessarily rushed, but it definitely took a lot of love and attention to get all of these gifts personalized and nice. I was really afraid that I wouldn't have time to get to everyone's gifts, but I did. So it was definitely very nice that I was able to do that. I'll have to edit the video now, and all sorts of stuff that I probably will ramble on too long if I describe too much in detail. But anyway, I would promise that this video would go on forever, but that would be a lie. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and be sure to leave me a comment to tell me what you thought about the Winter District. Obviously it's not done yet. It's still not the end of winter. In fact, winter has only just begun. We're probably going to have to change a few plans with what we're going to have done with this district, but that's fine. A little improvisation didn't hurt anybody most of the time, but I'm rambling now. So this has been Frontline, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.